Xbox lobby, I'm that nigga. So ain't no disrespect, my dogs will go get ya. Fuck what you had for lunch, you eat a punch. Wash it down with your own blood and you get a stump. After for dessert, make you a leaker. Bass in your face when I'm coming out the speaker. Don't you front, come around here and play me. Cause you'll get jumped, man, no ifs, ands, or maybe. Put you to sleep like rock-a-bye, baby. So watch your mouth, cause you don't wanna get crazy. So what you want, you gon' get what you're asking. My crew will bruise and we'll come through smashing. Time for some action, time for some action. No half step, cause my dog's never lacking.
Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I don't
Alright.
RODA の空の兄弟。
Venom. Venom. My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was send it to the sky, guess it's you and I. Gone but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay, I ain't talking big amount. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not there, running with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you mad? Then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us. Venom. 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 Truth is to stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag, all cash, all cash. Venom.
Huh. Remember when I said Tim Pool would be right in the long run? Yeah, that long run came real quick because this is what happens when you fuck around and find out. See, I have no problem if you want to ask questions and do all that. I got an issue when people start believing this stupid shit that comes out of your mouth because you hide behind the guise of asking questions. What do you think was going to happen when you sat there and tried to lead the narrative that maybe TPUSA was involved in a certain tragedy. Maybe Erica Kirk maybe benefited. You guys know what happens at the end of the Cartman fallacy, right? Eric Cartman in every episode does something like this, right? He's like, I'm asking questions. I'm doing this. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Granted, I'm talking about the more tame things that he does, not the inane, psychotic, genocidal shit that he tries to do. But he tries to twist, right? What happens at the end? Usually someone with the facts or someone with actual data comes in and Eric Cartman looks like a retard. Well, Candace, welcome to the Eric Cartman arc where you look like a fucking idiot. Because I have a lot of issues with the fact that you're running this and all this happened behind closed doors when this should have been a public affair for the public to have known. But I think we all kind of can guess what happened here. They walked you into the meeting. They told you, here's our facts. And if you keep doing this, we're going to sue you with malice intent. Bitch.
Okay, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. I just want to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody back at home. Happy Hanukkah to our greatest friends and allies. And, this is a good time to mention.
The humiliation ritual of trying to play it off with this. Okay, Kanye.
That Israel does have a right to defend itself. Tucker Carlson is Adolf Hitler. And TikTok does need to be purchased by the Mossad. It's just how I'm feeling today. I am not different. Maybe you are different. Welcome back to Candace. Okay, you guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. The amount of people who attacked me for sending out a tweet being like, hey, I'm good, I'm alive. We had a very productive conversation. And they were like, she got the call.
No, stupid. It's because why was this private when you've made this a point for that? Why isn't Turning Point USA making statements or answering public questions? And then a private meeting happens and all of a sudden, oh, we're all good. They answered all my questions. Okay, but we've learned nothing new. And in this entire video here, nothing new was presented. Nothing new comes out. This has been an entire waste of time, it seems like. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we're all good. Turning Point USA. Nope. Now we go to the Egyptian plains. Huh? Now, I'm not going into deeper lore on this shit because after this, I think I just wanted to laugh at the fact that Candace looks stupid. If you think I'm going to sit there and go into this entire nonsense, I got better shit to do. Miami Hurricanes, Chicago Bears play on Saturday. Leave me the fuck alone. But I got to take a little bit of time to laugh at my two favorite people looking stupid in legal knees. Oh, don't worry, Otto. We're going to talk about Andy Signore. I don't feel one bit sorry for Andy Signore. What a douche. It sucks that it had to happen this way. I wish it was in another type of way. But it's just kind of funny watching people, suck, kind of get hit with the fucking the shaft of the stick up their own ass because they decide to fuck around. Okay, let's go.
She got the call. She's betrayed us.
You didn't betray anyone. I would say you got the call and they told you if you keep this up, we're going to sue you with malice intent. We're going to sue you for slander with malice intent because now you know the facts. Now you know everything. This is now legally laid out to you. Okay, that's what this meeting pretty much represented. And you could sit there and speculate whatever. Let me tell you something. It's fucking retarded to think any other way that this is how this went down in any other way. But what I'm saying, she got the call. She got the call to get benched. She got benched. It is what it is. It happens to the best of us. Justin Fields got benched by the New York Jets. It happens. Life sucks. Candace Owens got benched by Turning Point USA. She's no longer starting quarterback of the conspiracy retard team. And now you got to focus on the backup, which is the Egyptian plains. The Egyptian plains and whatever the fuck shit going on with that, and somehow this ties to Israel or some shit. I don't fucking know because this is all retarded as fuck to me. All right, the only people that believe in this are the type of people that go on Twitter saying that you're gullible and you fall for everything. Open your eyes. Yeah, I open my eyes to the block button because you clearly have a chemical imbalance and you smoke a bunch of fucking drugs. That's fine, Lich, but I already dealt with a Lichy before in my life. I don't need 5 to 16 more of you. Okay. But I don't care. after this is I'm never covering Candace Owens again. But I just want to laugh at the fact that no shit this happened this way. Now, granted, a lot of this could have been based off of jealousy and all that. That's why they're feud. No, I think Candace Owens just got shit on because Candace Owens was doing the exact same thing that Alex Jones did, and she got hit with she got hit with the warning to the exact same result that she was gonna get, like Alex Jones did, if she kept going out saying all this shit. Just shut up, okay? Just shut the fuck up. That is literally the lesson here. Shut up. If you were to just shut your mouth, do your thing, and no one would be the wiser. Everyone would be great. Just stop putting Turning Point USA in this shit. You want to make conspiracies? Fine. But when you keep putting Turning Point USA in this shit, well, they're going to get a little, rightfully annoyed. And that's what this meeting was. Stop fucking acting like it's anything else but the call. Of course it was the call, Candace. What else would it have been? You wanted the questions answered. They answered it and then hit you with the, if you keep this up, we're going to hit you at malice attack. And the only reason this wasn't public was to protect Candace. This protects Candace. And I have no doubt it was done in honor of Charlie, most likely. Because if it wasn't for her past relationship to Charlie Kirk, I have no doubt this would have been a public shit show. And this would have been one of the more, like, the all-time beatdowns publicly of all time. This would have been legitimately, and remember the end of the, again, it's akin to Cartman with the morning announcements when Wendy just pulled the fucking wool over his eyes and clowned him with the Smurfs bullshit. That's what this would have been like. A real life version of that, of her just sitting there going, duh! Yeah, stupid, you look dumb. They have the facts. They're going to tell you why you're wrong, and that's about it. Grant, you said, well, why didn't you just answer it in the first place? Because it's retarded. And I don't think anyone should be dignified to have to answer such stupid questions. But here we are, having to answer stupid questions because this is the world we live in. I need the drugs that some of you guys are on because that shit probably tastes good.
She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This has all just been a show. Calm down, okay? What do you think happened? Well, Erica said, stop. And then I was frozen for 4 hours. And
no, I think a lawyer walked in, showed you the facts. You went over it. You answered your stupid ass questions. Then hit you with the, all right, and if you keep doing this, we're going to sue you. And that was it. That's why this is private, because if this is public, the humiliation upon your face would be fucking hilarious. That's what happened. This was done to protect you, you idiot. Again, stupid people might believe you, but the problem is your audience isn't full of stupid people. Your audience is actually full of quite aware people. I actually apologize for that. No, they're actually very quite aware because they're saying the same thing that I'm saying. You got benched. I cannot tell you how stupid all this is. This is retarded. And the idea that Erica Kirk was going to be any bit charitable to you goes to show you how much she loved her husband, because if it was anyone else, I'm pretty fucking sure if Charlie didn't know them and they were pulling this shit, they're probably getting hit with a lawsuit. Candace, the only reason you're not here getting fucking served with papers is because of Charlie. End of story. I think this is retarded as fuck. I think this whole entire adventure has been to placate and to pander to people that believe in conspiracy theories to, cope with how boring life is or some shit. I don't fucking know, but it's retarded. All this is dumb. And the thing is, looking back with the Tim Pool feud, Tim had a right to be mad because he was right about everything that he said about you. Did Tim maybe handle it the right way? No, Tim should have handled it by not handling it, because this is inevitable that you are going to eventually shut up, because eventually you are gonna get the benching. It always happens that way. Now, the Egyptian plane shit, I heard that Alex Jones is going to debunk that, which doesn't shock me, but whatever. I feel as though Andy Signore, that one's going to be really funny to me. The Andy Signore one's going to be... I'm waiting to see that one. Now, that I have not looked into. I want to see some videos on that. We're going to all cover the Andy Signore shit. I just know that Andy Signore just got clowned by Blake Lively in court. Now, granted, I feel Andy Signore's done other things to probably put him in court, but we're not going to talk about those things. Yeah. Wow. What a weird time. By the way, I'm not taking joy in the fact that this happened. I think this is annoying that this had to happen this way, because I truly believe this is one of those cases that, frankly, it's just simple. Someone wanted to make a name off of killing a right-wing pundit. Someone found Charlie Kirk. It could have been anyone that day. It could have been Fuentes, Shapiro. It could have been anyone that could have got capped that day because some sick-minded lefty motherfucker brought him to make a name. That's all that happened. I think people just want to believe in something, and that's it. And once you sell them on some fucking hopium, they're going to believe it. And I feel bad for people like that. I really do. I pity people like that. Because they're the ones, they all have to believe in conspiracies. Granted, maybe it isn't. I'm open to believing anything with this country, but Jesus Christ, guys.
30 minutes, just like, as they just put all of these talking points into my head. That is not what happened. I keep telling you guys, I am not governable. I am basically akin to Kanye West. I never felt more seen than when he...
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're akin to Kanye West. Bitch, Alex Jones is the craziest motherfucker on the planet. Alex Jones is certifiably an insane human being. He got benched. You think you above Alex Jones? Alex Jones got benched publicly by the fucking parents of those slain children. This is what I mean by believing conspiracy theories, because you have to believe them. This is the end result. When they come with legitimate, like, common sense facts to tell you, no, Turning Point USA isn't involved, and because they're not answering your ludicrous and frankly insensitive questions, does not mean that they had anything to do with the murder of Charlie Kirk. That's retarded. Candace, being an idiot, decided to fucking run with this like Alex Jones once did. The only reason she has not been hit with a lawsuit, telling you this, is out of absolute fucking, like, fealty and respect to Charlie Kirk. I cannot stress that enough. And the fact that she's going to sit there and act like Kanye in this. Even Kanye got benched. Bro, Kanye started losing sponsorship deals, and Adidas, like, I'm pretty sure the Adidas one really hit him. And he's like, I should probably stop doing this. And then he kind of simmered down. Now he's just lost his mind again. But come on. I've even seen Kanye benched. Stop it. You all get benched when the money gets threatened. It's all bullshit. Stop it. You're not governable. Saying dumb, crazy shit does not make you a rebel, Candace. It just makes you someone looking for clout, because the money is the most important thing. Oh, did she ever? Woo! You know, she took her behind the thing with a lawyer, and the lawyer's like, if you keep this shit up, we are going to fuck you in court. And that's what happened. Oh, I'm not benchable like Kanye. Nigga, Kanye got benched. I've seen it. What are you talking about? I've seen it. Kanye got benched. They gave him the call. Mr. I'm running for president. Shut your ass up, Kanye. Stop. You're all designatable.
Tweeted a lot of years ago, just fired my manager because I realized I can't be managed. That is me. That tweet right there, I was like,
Okay, we're going to get to the part where Kanye got benched when Adidas told him probably to shut the fuck up and said, we're going to strip that deal, nigga. Where's that one? Where's that part of the story? Right. Kanye, though. That's who y'all look up to. Give me a fucking break.
oh gosh. Yes, Kanye, that I get this. Okay.
Okay.
Nobody is changing their mind anything. How ridiculous would it have been if I'm doing all of this, investigating, asking all of these questions, and then Erica Kirk offers to answer some of these questions, and I'm like, no.
So why didn't you do it publicly for everyone else to hear? Why didn't we, the public, get to see this? Why didn't we, the public, get to see this incredible layout of questions that you wanted answered? Where you were, alluding to the fact that Turning Point USA had something possibly to do with the death of Charlie Kirk, which is what you did. You facetiously did that. You didn't say it, but we know how people like y'all work. You alluded to it. You nudge, wink, wink to it. That's why everyone was pissed at you, dog. That's why people like Tim Pool were calling your ass out, my dog. Even the quartering was calling your ass out, my dog. I mean, I joke about it, saying that the quartering and Tim Pool I joke because I don't like the quartering and Tim Pool. I don't like any of those pundits. They suck ass. But I understand why I did say it. Tim Pool was right the whole time. I still like the way he handled it because Tim Pool just came off as a baby. But you know what, though? He's right. I said in the long run, he would look right. He would be right in the long run. Well, long runs come because he looks damn right now. How fucking stupid. And you think that your audience is dumb. That's what gets me. You think your audience is dumb as shit. You think your audience is really fucking stupid, that they're going to sit there and actually fall for this. Your audience is going to actually be dumb enough to fall for the idea that you sat there and pulled this shit. You did this, Candace. Now you got to fucking pay for it. This is the problem with you people. You guys think that you have free speech, but you don't have free speech from civil lawsuits and civil liability. Civil liability don't matter, bro. That shit's a whole different fucking standard. And now you're going to sit there and tell me that you didn't get walked down in a meeting, told to shut the fuck up? Of course you did. And the only reason this wasn't public to humiliate you and make you and discredit you, the only reason is because of Charlie Kirk. I could bet my ass on that. That Erica probably even told you, hey, the only reason I'm not putting this out publicly because my husband wouldn't want me to do this to you. End of story. Close the book. Moving on. Egyptian planes. Back up. I almost pity you. Because then I thought about it. You make a lot of money off this. I don't pity you for shit. Fuck, give me some of that money. It's all money. You're all full of shit. And your audience knows it. Your audience fucking felt it. They're not stupid, Candace. In fact, your audience is quite fucking intelligent. You're dealing with middle-aged housewives. They pick up on everything.
Not going to go. I can't betray the people. I don't want any answers to the questions. I just want to ask them. No, this is the entire reason we are doing this. We've been looking at the situation.
Oh, you didn't do it publicly, though. See, I give Cartman a lot of credit because Cartman did this shit publicly in his in La La Land, in South Park. The reason I bring up South Park is it's just the same fucking shit. You guys got to read in between the lines when it comes to South Park. Everyone wants to cry about, oh, when they're making fun of my side. If you guys actually read in between the lines, there's some great lessons here. Like Cartman goes out and he did the same shit with Wendy Testerberger in that episode. This is like the same plot. I shit you not. That's what fucks me up about this. It's just a Cartman episode. And he did his publicly and then got humiliated and lambasted. And then, he got what he wanted, but he really didn't get what he wanted because he found out student council doesn't do shit. It's a whole episode. You guys got to watch it. It's such a good episode. But you did yours privately to save face and not humiliate yourself and get cucked. That's what happened here. Everyone knows it. Everyone saw it and everyone feels it. And your audience is not stupid, but you keep thinking they are. And now you got Alex Jones sniffing up your ass, down your neck, up your trousers, going, you're full of shit, which is not going to end well for you. Because if it's Alex Jones doing this, he did his research. He has his fucking facts straight. And Alex Jones is going to cook you. It's coming. It's going to be funny. Everyone's laughing at you. Even the Keno boys are laughing at you. And they haven't even had all the facts straight on this whole thing. But they had enough to know that you're full of shit. Everyone knew you were full of shit that had common sense. The only people who didn't are the people that need to believe in these type of conspiracies because they don't want to believe that it's just a black and white case. There's got to be more to this. No. You guys need to watch this movie. It's called Under the Silver Lake. People like this look for conspiracies because they have to believe in more in life because they don't want to face the reality that life is boring and actually kind of fucking gay. I learned that a long time ago. And it's cool. I actually love it. My numbers are weird. I went to 14, then I went to 3, and I'm with the 14, up to 3, and then 9, and 10. Dude, my shit's bugging. I don't even care. I don't even do this for numbers. I just do this for the fun of it.
Going, why can't Turning Point USA just answer basic questions? And I can tell
your questions are retarded.
You guys that yesterday for 4 hours and 30 minutes, there were no rules. They said you can ask us any question that you want, anything that's on your mind, which I appreciated. And some of you guys are thinking, who is they? Who is they? It's the Jews, obviously.
Yes, the Jews. Yes, the Jews made you save face and do this privately when we could have had this publicly. This tells us nothing. All this says is nothing. You have nothing. That's what we're... The Jews. What? What? How has it come back to the... It was Mossad. Mossad is telling you to shut up. Nigga, Mossad don't give a fuck about you. Is she for real? Is she for real? Candace, it's not the fact that this all... Oh my God. She doesn't... I thought that this was going to be what she wanted, but Candace really sat there. It is, again, if you are not seeing between the lines on this, I don't have to tell you, but you got the call, sweetie, and that's it. Now, it happened, maybe it was a Jewish lawyer. I mean, I don't know, but are we sure? Maybe Ethan Klein's behind this. I think that's like the latest thing. Ethan Klein's behind everything or some shit. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I would think this is normie gay op drama. That's why I don't cover it. But like, man, this is so fucking stupidly hilarious to me. And then I get to cover Andy Signore getting bombed. Ah, delightful.
Just kidding. Justin Strife. Justin Strife was in the room. It was just Justin.
Oh, I know she's joking. I'm just playing along. Oh, I know she's joking. But it's a play on. She's playing it off because she's also very smart with doing this because she also knows there's retards that will believe it. It's smart. It's playing it off, but she always has to remind you it's the Jews. She always does that. Haha, I'm joking, but okay. You keep saying it. You keep bringing it up as if that has any relevance to what the fuck's going on right now with you and Erica Kirk, which is, let's be real. A lawyer was present. They told you to shut up. Here's the facts. If you continue this, then we can sue you. They are giving you a mafia courtesy. Is this a mafia meeting?
Strife and Erica. George joined me just for the beginning portion of the conversation because he had that thing going on that I told you on the 15th all day. He was in a conference. And then I brought my cousin Mia, the one that has a really bad attitude. I just bring her there for vibes. I think it just confuses people. They're like,
Can you guys please stop using the word vibes? It's the gayest fucking like thing. Just stop.
I don't understand what's this person doing here. And the reality is she's like always just listening to Cardi B music. But she's my cousin and I always have her around. And so that was it.
Again, what does this have to do with anything? What did you learn? No one cares.
She was kind of sitting a little bit away, but at the table, it was really just the four of us until George left. And I will be honest, I did not know what to expect going into the room. I did not know water, but I didn't drink that water too. It was a lot. There's a lot going.
What? What? What did you learn? God, I hate this woman. Anyways,
Going on, okay? And
I hate all you fucking political fucking channels. I hate all of you. It's just filling time at this point.
the conversation started with, what are we looking to accomplish here? He was pretty clear, and Erica was very clear that they were sort of most upset with obviously a bit of a fever pitch, what I tweeted that it was a godforsaken company and people should not give money to it. And I have to own that. That's aggressive. That is actually aggressive.
My God, this is humiliating. So this is the part of the humiliation ritual that starts. So now I'm going to backtrack everything I said very casually as if I was like, yeah, I know I fucked up there. Huh? And I'm supposed to, again, we have to believe the fact that this was a casual talking point and that this wasn't the point, or this wasn't a lawyer sitting here hitting you with the courtesy, shut the fuck up conversation, right? I'm supposed to believe a lawyer wasn't present, though. All the things that Candace did is liable for a lawsuit. I hope you all understand that. This is all liable for a lawsuit. All of this. Anyone else does this, she's getting hit with a lawsuit. Oh, yeah, my boy. Chris just texted me about fucking Jimmy Dore. Yeah, Jimmy Dore can shut the fuck up. I used to love Jimmy Dore. He's become fucking loony. He's come off the loony bin. But Candace, Candace, do you think we're stupid? You think they didn't sit there and say, again, lawyer, here, what you did is liable for a lawsuit. I'm telling you guys, they told her the only reason we are not suing you is Charlie Kirk would never want us to do this to you. But if you continue this, we're going to have to do what we got to do. But out of respect for Charlie, mafia sit down. It's straight out of an Italian fucking gangster movie where the fucking lawyer's like, listen, out of respect for Charlie, he would never want us to do this to you. Erica knows it too. Erica's like, listen, Charlie loved you. I would never want to do this to you. But if it was anyone else, bitch, you are in a fucking courtroom right now. Stop it. Stop it. Look at the backtrack is unreal. You can't backtrack off of that and think you were not threatened. You're like Kanye, though. Kanye wouldn't backtrack. Kanye be like, fuck y'all. I said what I said. No, they told you what to say. Girl, this is like Casey Tron shit. I bet they wrote this out for you, huh? I bet they helped you write this out, huh? Is that what they did? They helped you write this out told you to shut the fuck up? No, let's be real what happened. Let's be real. You got hit with the Casey Tron, huh? They wrote this out for you. I mean, fucking, you got everyone dunking on. Even Hassan Piker, who is dunking on her. Hassan, who's donated more money to dunk on Candace Owens than he did to Casey Tron or Frogan or Denims. But, good friend, that guy. Oh, fuck Hassan. I could take a shot at that guy any day. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, let's keep going.
Impressive in the retrospect. I was very frustrated. And I don't know. I felt like we weren't getting any answers and there were so many lies.
Because your questions are retarded. You are alluding to the idea that this woman would ruin her kid, that would be a part of ruining her kid's life potentially, allegedly. And the company that Charlie created that was raking in millions would decide to say, you know what we're going to do? To put Erica Kirk as the figurehead for no fucking particular reason, we're going to get rid of Charlie. Are you fucking retarded? No. No, that has nothing to do with that. It makes no legit. You have to show where it makes logistical sense. When cops talk about cases, you have to find a motive. There is no motive for any of this. Zero. Unless you're talking to some retard on Twitter that just thinks that she's cheating on Charlie and shut up. Shut the fuck up. Most people are fucking just idiots, man. You run just a bunch of bullshit game to make yourselves feel better, but in reality, let's just be real. It's so stupid from the start. If you had a motive and a timeline, then we could start somewhere. But you didn't have a motive. You just asked a bunch of dumb questions. And even in their statement, they're like, we didn't think we had to actually have this conversation with you guys. They didn't want to do this. The whole public sit-down thing was all bullshit. They didn't want to do this, Candace. Because the reality of it is people are grieving. This man was murdered. People don't want to do this. Whether you agree with him or not. I don't agree with Charlie Kirk on jack shit. But to sit there and actually go out of your way to push the idea narrative that this was an inside, just dumb. It's dumb. It's just fucking dumb that only idiots would believe. And we got a lot of idiots out here. Congratulations. I agree that 1/4 of the U.S. population is probably retarded. I agree with that. Probably a lot more than that, to be honest with you, looking back. But come on. And again, you insult the intelligence of your audience, who are middle-aged housewives. Meaning they're aware of a lot of shit. You just don't think they're aware, but they're aware. And I know you're full of shit. It doesn't take much to realize this. Come on, dog. Your audience is stupid. Your audience is not stupid as way you're thinking they are.
And then I was getting attacked for asking all meaningful questions that was within their capacity to answer. And I told you, I definitely, my problem in life is that I can rise to anger very quickly. I shared with them that I really felt like I was under attack for telling the truth from the very beginning, like casually when I mentioned the Catholicism thing. Like, what was that about? I was like, look, I say something in a tribute to him. Alex Clark and Andrew Colvett then jump onto a podcast and they're doing that weird interview, which is clearly aimed at me. And they've teased the interview. It's like aimed at me, but they never say my name. And that to me felt like it was the first.
Sorry, I was muted. None of this has anything to do with anything. What does this matter? We don't care. What did you learn? What's the facts? Why are you beating around the bush? It's just a way that she can skirt around this shit, but you've done so much damage that no one's going to forget this. Sweetie, you know what? I might as well just tell y'all, I might not even hit the Andy Signore shit till maybe late night tonight. I will do the Andy Signore shit late night tonight. I swear to you. Any Andy Signore fans out there? I'm sorry, fans. My bad. Y'all ain't coming in here to watch me defend Andy Signore. Any Andy haters out there? Because I know that's kind of, yeah. I will cover that late night. This Candace shit's going to be a lot because there's just so much shit coming out of her mouth that I have to literally like dodge left and right because none of this has anything to do with anything. None of us care.
First, I don't know, I got the first bit of mud that was slung, which their answer for that was, hey, that was a really crazy time. A new system had to be put into place, and by no means did Erica give any person the authority to go out and say that the Catholicism thing was a lie. It kind of turned into this big thing. Whatever. Okay, that kind of obviously was not the meat.
Okay, okay, you know what? Is there any part that matters? I sit down, the United States hit piece, Tim Pool's latest rant. Oh, you know what? Is this the Tim Pool shit? Oh my God. Girl, I hope Tim Pool actually shoves a rake up your ass, actually. I hope he fucks you over after this. I really hope Tim Pool takes it to you for this. Because if I were him, I would be fucking merciless. Oh, I would be merciless. I have to actually give Tim Pool a lot of credit. As much as I don't like him. You know, I give him the fact that he's based in a sense of, I'm still not good with Turning Point USA. No, I'm still not this or that. Fuck you. But I know right is right, wrong is wrong. That's sticking to your guns and your morals on what you believe. And I respect that a lot more than Candace right now, who's just backing down and cowarding out. And she looks like a coward. She looks like a fucking coward. Everyone knows she looks like a fucking coward. And you got fucking owned. But again, let's go out to Tim Pool, though, right? Tim Pool owns you, bitch. After this one, I don't want to hear nothing to you with you and Tim Pool. I hope Tim Pool shits on you. I hope he fucking makes you content. Maybe it's Clout Chaser-esque. I don't care. Fuck it. In my opinion, let the blood sports begin. Let's go. Let's throw this shit back to the fucking sector, bro. Let the fucking blood sports begin. I think there needs to be blood sports. I think we need blood sports. And I think I'm on Tim Pool's side. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. Give me the ticket. Let's go. All right. I want ticket to the blood sports. I'm rooting for Tim. All right. 4th round knockout. I want it. It needs to happen because you can't allow these people to come around here and say this shit without repercussions to look stupid. That's the great part about free speech. It goes both ways. And I feel as though if you have the freedom to say the dumb shit you're saying, I have the freedom to call you a fucking retard for it. Is that not wrong? That's America. And I damn well will not sit back and not push on the blood sports that need to happen to Candace Owens right now, where she needs to get clowned by every one of y'all people. Political blood sports hasn't been a thing since Ethan Ralph was running around drunk as fuck with energy and actual like heart instead of crying like a little bitch on his streams. I need that back.
Of the reason that we wanted to sit down. I will say I was immediately refreshed by the fact that one of the first things that Erica did was she owned the lies, or rather, I guess they would cage it as miscommunications that were coming from various people at the company. Like, look, this is a company with 650 people that are employed. Everybody at this time is exceedingly emotional, and they are communicating. And no matter what somebody says on Twitter, they assume that this communication has come down from management, and that's not always a circumstance. But they owned right away, which felt great, that if you guys recall, Erica sat down with Glenn Beck. I actually missed this portion because I didn't get to watch the interview in its entirety, and we were pulling clips because a lot was coming out very quickly. But there was a portion that was going around that was viral, and it was Erica saying that she had Charlie's phone and that Charlie never texted anybody the night before saying that he thought that they were going to kill him. And that obviously reflected poorly on me because I was the one who said that he did, in fact, text multiple people the night before. And then I went on Jimmy Dore on Friday, Jimmy Dore's show, and I clarified. I said, Andrew Colvett told me specifically that he was one of the people that received this text message. So I got that first person. I didn't get that from a...
Again, this is... okay. Okay. Again, okay. Great. A minor miscommunication. That's not a lie. That's more along the lines of a mix-up. This doesn't lead to a conspiracy. Ugh. Okay. And Jimmy Dore, bro, they need to talk to him too, man. They need to sit him down. I used to love Jimmy, but Jimmy's got to get to talk too, man. Jimmy's got to get the fucking talk with the lawyer and all that shit. All right, y'all need to start like wrapping this shit up because I think enough's enough. Can we I need Charlie Kirk to rest in peace because I'm sick and tired of this shit. I don't know who else is sick and tired of this, but I feel like if I keep seeing more of this crap, I'm gonna puke. I don't care. Okay, the man should not. The man's legacy should not be wrapped up in this nonsense, guys. We need to wrap this up.
Source. I got that directly from Andrew Colvett. And then somebody who had access to Dan Flood's communications said that Dan Flood similarly received a text message. They owned that right away and explained, Erica said that she has Charlie's phone. She's looking at his iMessages. And it turns out that he, like everybody else, communicates on Signal. He communicates on Telegram. And that those when she heard me say that, they then went and looked, and yes, that what I said was true. Andrew Colvett received a message the night before.
All right, let's wrap this up. We got it.
They're going to kill me. Andrew did not know who they were. They clarified that the message that Dan Flood received said, because I all the time, and the videos were so hilarious of you guys mocking the Barry Weiss interview. It's great. It's good to laugh at ourselves, and Barry Weiss is always worth laughing at. But I was sort of like, hey, I felt name checked by the podcaster Candace Owens, this obvious setup, and then asking me to stop. And it's interesting to hear Erica say that the reason she didn't ask me to stop in the beginning because she was actually learning things from the show. She was actually learning things, and that I think she similarly felt that Barry Weiss was trying to create a moment. Obviously, it's who Barry Weiss is. It's the Zionist lobby. She's trying to right perceived wrongs because I'm against her side. That does not surprise me. That's kind of why.
None of this has to do with what did you learn? You see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, you better hope Saturday that you're wrong. That you're right. If you're wrong on Saturday, if everything goes right on Saturday, I'm gonna be an insufferable human being. That's all I'm gonna say. Candace, the problem with Candace's like entire statements here is they have nothing to do with what we're all asking for. All she's doing is like trying to claim victory over minor details that quite literally she's trying to magnify to shield herself from the obvious like speculation. What did you learn in this meeting? And Candace is going to keep doing this. Yeah, but no, you don't know insufferable yet. I've been actually quite humble. I haven't talked anything about Caleb in the last week. I've been very quite humble. I've just said, keep fucking around and finding out, y'all. I've been very humble. Believe me, y'all will know insufferable if everything goes right Saturday. But regardless, I digress. Candace is just like sitting there, like trying to take victory over minor amounts of miscommunications and details to make herself look good. But this doesn't make you look good, Candace. This just literally, anyone that actually has a sense about this can tell you all you're doing is, what's the word I'm looking for? All you're doing is trying to save face. This is a save face move. This is all saving face. And guess what? It's working if you're an idiot. For me, I can see right through this crap. You're not doing anything that says, hey, maybe not. Maybe you learned something from this, but you're not sharing what you learned from this interview. And that's what the problem is with this being private. You're saying a bunch of things that we didn't get to see. There's no transparency here. Yeah, you're saying all this stuff, but you're twisting it in a way that's bigger than it really is. When we needed to see this live. If you wanted a real sit down to discuss these facts, it should have been discussed live. If you were so interested in everyone learning the truth, but you fucking showed that you didn't care about that. You were saving your own ass. That's what this shows to me. I think it's pretty sad that people are going to fucking sit there. They're going to be your simps that are going to try and sit there and, what's the word? They're going to do damage control. That's what these people are going to do. But for a lot of us, a lot of people are disappointed. A lot of your fans are disappointed because they really believed that you had something and you didn't sit there and exactly, control the narrative the correct way. Now, did you?
Why Barry Weiss exists. That's the reason they put her at CBS is because she's just committed to stacking the audience with people that are going to present the pro-Israel cause and talk about anti-Semitism and talk about like crime being on the rise.
Don't give a fuck about that.
It's kind of an embarrassment, but I actually do accept that. And I should also clarify that Barry Weiss obviously picked those questions. They were not random, like I told you. It wasn't like people were coming to the mic and it was an open mic and they didn't know if they were going to get. It was all very much planned by Barry. But Erica said that she knew the general idea, like they were going to mention me and mention the conspiracies, but she was not given that specific, the podcaster, Candace Owens question. So I think that's fair to clear that up. Now, I did not at all recant any of my suspicions, and I understand people disagree with me about particular people at Turning Point USA. I communicated what I communicated in front of the whole world. My skin crawled after I spoke to Terrell Farnsworth, the person who took the cameras down. He lied to me several times. I explained to them, which felt good to have that direct communication, how Terrell lied multiple times, and that I did not understand why he was there that day. They echoed what he said. They defended what he said, that they were trying something new that day, that they typically...
fucking God, dude, this is miserable. You know what? I got a better idea. Let me show you guys what her audience is saying. Transparency is never found in private meetings. That's where deals are made. No shit. I think I just realized we, the people, will never be allowed to know. No shit again. My advice is to put the phones down and go outside. These people can't be trusted. Private meetings are not for public disclosure. They're for making deals. I mean, again, what did I say? It's a big club and we aren't in it. 4.5 hours of conversation, yet we, the people, are still confused as fuck. Crawling back into my cave, I thought we almost had a real one. Oh, man. Scientists should study this video. How we go from hero to zero in less than 60 minutes. Way to ruin your reputation, Candace. Erica goes around giving interviews to everyone and their mama, but you can't have a live interview? Private meetings are for one thing and one thing only, secrets. This comment section is just fucking beautiful. I'm proud of you guys. Are you kidding me? This is so bizarre. She's flipped. She must have been threatened. Yeah, no shit, genius. It's called, we have the facts. Here it is. If you fuck around, we're going to sue you in court. Why was the meeting private, Candace? Accepting a private meeting with each other, and it was never either one of you. This is a sham. The best part of this episode is the comments as they validate my deflation. If you haven't been gaslit before, this is what it feels like. Confusing, draining, and nauseating. No one can be trusted, literally no one. Never believe you're smarter than the public. This is like when my parents replaced my dead goldfish with another goldfish as if I wouldn't notice. You don't get to choose when you want privacy while you're making everything public since the beginning. Quote from Candace Owens. It was at this moment I realized that I need to get off the internet. If I'm going to be destroyed by this system, let it be in person, not due to corrosion of my mind and spirit because of the totally avoidable influence of social media. Why did she use the first 20 minutes to criticize the public instead of talking about her convo? Saving face. Meeting privately was a serious mistake in judgment. The people know something is off and we're not here for it. I think this private meeting is going to cost Candace a lot. Oh yeah, public, it's not going to cost her money, but it's going to cost her public image for sure. This feels like swimming the whole Atlantic, then dying in the shore. What a waste. Those call logs make no sense at 27. All right, in the video, Mikey is clearly walking away from the tent, answering a phone call seconds before the tragedy. But the logs say Mikey doesn't make a call until a minute after the tragedy. Charlie's in the SUV. So much grifting going on. Private meeting, and now our only source is silenced. This makes no sense. Honestly, I'm done. Doesn't matter who's in office. They're all corrupt. Oh, okay. By the way, this is all due to frustration, by the way. All this Candace shit's due to frustration because of the, the Epstein files and people feeling as though they were lied to by President Trump about not being given those files. And I think a lot of people got sold on this false bill of hope. But you know what, man? I'm going to go. I got things to do. Actually, shit, I got something to do. I'm going to come back for part 2 of this shit. Part 1 was a bust because holy fucking shit, Candace. She takes fucking forever to get to a fucking point. And this has been like 10 minutes? Oh my God. She hasn't even gotten to one single thing in 10 minutes. Oh, fuck this. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's in 10 minutes and she's already fucking blustered her way. Ugh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying. You know what? Let me try some more. Let me try a few more. Let me try a few more minutes.
They typically live stream, which is what Terrell said. They typically live stream, and I said every college event. Well, they said, well, yeah, they live stream the events that are tour stops, but they don't live stream like the outside prove me wrong type events. And that was something that was new, and it required Terrell. And I said, even if that was all real, if that was all true, I still didn't feel good about the conversation.
You know what? We're gonna come back to this because this is literally 40 minutes of garbage. It is. I actually want to sit here and we're going to get to the Tim Pool part. So I think Tim Pool deserves a little bit of fucking justification for this. Maybe a little bit of apology from me. I apologize to Tim Pool. You were right, homie. You called her. You got it. Let's do this the right way.
But further to sort of them just creating and making things up, Tim Pool has now gone out and extraordinarily claimed that I have the same security as Charlie Kirk and that I'm a fraud and that actually I have the exact same security.
What was the point of showing that he's bald? If that's even Tim Pool, what was the point of showing the bald? What was the point of that? But all right.
Will recall that Tim just said a week ago that I have no security. Okay, this is Tim Pool a week ago.
She is burning everything down and she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you told me? She has no security. She doesn't deal with the we have to deal with. She's a piece of
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. She doesn't give two no one's out for her. She's lying about all of this. You told me you went to her house and she's got a 4-foot wall and one fat guy. And she doesn't give a about her security.
So that was like Tim last Monday. This is Tim who said I had no security except for one fat guy, which I told you was not true. Now he's saying this. Take a listen.
Okay. I'll say things that I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to say, 'cause I always get super heated on this. Candace Owens has the same security team as Turning Point and Charlie Kirk did. She's lying. She has the same security people. I've been digging into this. I've been meeting with people and talking with them. And I shouldn't say too much because there's more that's going to be coming out soon. Because rest assured, people are filing legal paperwork against her.
He's
Candace
right. They should be. Again, they should be filing legal paperwork against her. She clearly destroyed her reputation on this. And she just basically got hit with the, you're fucked, but we're not going to publicly do this and embarrass you. We're going to give you a chance to get your affairs in order before you get fucked. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm rooting for Tim on this. Get the blood sport wars, brubby. Get the internet blood sports, dog. I'm going to fuck. I am so sick of these people. You have no idea. I have never in my life hated politics more than I do now because I truly believe this is a waste of fucking taxpayer money and a waste of time. I think this has been a waste of time for a lot of us. For a lot of you, you believe this shit. I didn't believe it from the start because I truly believe that a lot of the conspiracy theories are just retarded. That being said, there are ones that do exist. And I am open to change, obviously, and being wrong about certain things. But this is just dumb. At the end of the day, Tim's right. There will be legal paperwork filed. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. There was a threat of legal paperwork filed, and she backed off. Now she can sit there and paint Tim as crazy as all she wants. Tim's right. Maybe Tim's like demeanor and his emotions maybe get him in trouble. I certainly believe he should understand that this was never going to be anything more than her getting the call anyways. But she keeps painting out this picture. Yet, here's the thing. No one in your comment section is calling Tim Pool crazy. They're all looking at you right now. It's kind of funny how you want to go to Tim Pool. And believe me, I'm going to cover the rest of that fucking interview. It's like probably tonight. And then we'll probably do Andy Signore tomorrow. Believe me. I apologize to people that were expecting Andy. I should have done that. That's my bad. I wanted to kind of quickly get through some of the Candace stuff and then cover through more of it. And I will. You catch it. You'll probably have to catch Kino do it, which who knows with what they'll say, even though I'm pretty sure they're going to shit all over Candace, which is deserved, by the way. But no one's talking about Tim Pool looking crazy, sweetheart. They're talking about you being a sellout. And at the end of the day, everything Tim Pool said was right. Maybe the way he said it wasn't right, but as far as I'm concerned, if you're concerned with the security thing, that's fine. Why don't you attack the fact that he was right? Attack the fact that he called you for what you were. Now, granted, do I agree with him outright accusing you? No, but I get the point of why he accused you It wasn't to really accuse you. It was to show you how stupid you look doing that to other people that disagree with you. And now you're the one backtracking because you got hit with the fucking shut the fuck up call where they came in a meeting, gave you the papers and said, this is what we have. I have no doubt that they fucking laid out the facts and showed that they were innocent and not implicated in any of this shit. And that if you kept this up, they were going to sue you with malice intent. Sue you for slander with malice intent. Because now that you know the facts and you still go out and say Turning Point USA has something to do with this, well, guess what? They're going to be like, we showed you what happened. We showed you our side of this. And you still went out and lied about things. Well, now we're going to fucking come for you. So Candace is in this real rough spot of where she has to save face. But how is she going to save face? How is she going to save face over this? How can you possibly save face over this when everyone knows you're full of shit? And I'm covering the rest of that interview. I apologize to anyone that wanted more of it. I will talk about it tomorrow and we'll cover the rest of it. But I just can't with her. She's aggravatingly terrible because I know what type of person she is and I can't stand people like her.
Has the same security team or has used the same security companies and the same security personnel as Charlie and Erica did. So when she comes out and is questioning them, she is lying outright. Now, I've invited many of these people to come on. We'll see what happens. We'll see when they can. The issue is the moment Candace goes on her show to millions of people and lies, litigation begins. And what happens when litigation begins? People don't do interviews about it. She is exploiting this, and she knows she is, to keep people wrapped up in this insanity.
Yep. He's right.
Tim versus Tim, undefeated.
You're right. And Tim's the one losing right now, not you. Who again? Your comment section is really showing that you're winning right now. Yeah, Tim lost though. Say what you want. Now, granted, I'm gonna talk with the Tim thing. There's never been any proof to shut Tim took any money from Russia knowingly. Here's my little opinion. How the fuck do you not know that you were taking money? Did you just think you got boosted? I don't know. You know when you're getting astroturfed. You know when you're getting astroturfed. I'm just gonna be honest. Granted, there's no proof showing that he knew. There's nothing. There is no. But the idea that Tim's going broke, I don't think is true. These guys have legit backed up wealth. They aren't going broke. Maybe their shows aren't hitting where, and he doesn't have the money to do his crew, which I think was retarded in the first place. He doesn't need a crew. But that's not going broke. Now, quartering that I can maybe believe. I don't think he had the wealth that he says he did. Tim Pool, I think he has the wealth that you think you would have in that position. So selling properties and shit is just so you can get rid of a net loss or something like that. Allegedly, at this point, Tim Pool did not know he was getting any money from Russia. At this point, he didn't know. I will say it's a little suspicious that you didn't know, but that's my opinion. Because in my honest estimation, how would you not have known? I would be very maybe I wouldn't question it. I don't know. Maybe she didn't care. And that's fine. That's cool. Personally, I don't give a shit. I think most of these people are all getting paid off anyway. I mean, I think Nick Fuentes, in my opinion, is a Fed. I think he's a fucking Fed. I think he's astroturfed to shit. And I think we're going to have a scandal that comes out one day about why Nick Fuentes is being fucking astroturfed. Because it makes no sense that guy is astroturfed. 0 sense after everything he's done. And also the fact that he sucks and is a twat. I think having a diet is killing me. Oh, God. Oh, shut up, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, you giant vagina. I can't stand that motherfucker. He's such a fucking cornball. But regardless. Yeah, Tim Pool's the one losing though, sweetheart. You know, the only thing you can say about Tim Pool is maybe he took money out of, who knows, allegedly. There's no proof that Tim took it. It's just will lead you on the lines of, how did you not know? But then again, honestly, with fucking Lauren Chen not saying anything, we don't really have any information to anything other than the fact that Lauren Chen is discredited as fuck, which I think is fucking funny. Oh, man. You know, it's like you guys can't trust these Canadians, bro, to talk about American politics. Stop touching these Canadians, man. These Canucks, they're all out here running around, doing whatever for that money. I'm telling you. You know why, though? Because Canadian politics is really boring. I think Canadian politics just isn't fun. And the only thing going on in Canada is a bunch of other problems that no one cares about. And America is the real showstopper in terms of media. But whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. I just find it funny that you're talking about how Tim Pool looks crazy to deflect the fact that you sold out. You sold out to like motherfucking Seth Rollins to the Authority, but let's all talk about Tim Pool looking crazy, even though he fucking was right about you. And I said he was right about you. I knew he was right about you. I just said the way he looked might have been stupid. Oh, I'll cover that tomorrow. Don't worry. We'll talk about Andy Signore and him getting the call. Believe me, we will. I don't feel bad for Andy, by the way. If anyone thinks I'm going to defend Andy Signore, I'm not. Andy Signore is a grifting, two-faced piece of shit. And anyone that doesn't understand that, he has literally taken. He's just Candace Owens, just fat. He's fat, white Candace Owens. That's all the fuck he is. Taking corpses and using them for profit. That's all Andy Signore is, an ambulance chaser. That's all the fuck he'll ever be. He lost in court to Blake Lively. That's what happened. I'm going to look more into that case, but apparently he said a bunch of things on his show. She sued him for it and he lost. That's the basis of what happened. Grant, he wants to call himself a journalist. She's like, you're not really a journalist. And I guess the court agreed. We'll look more into it. I don't feel bad for him, like, at all. We'll look into the case to see if there's any justification for what happened. But a lot of people are trying to defend Andy Signore, and I think the only reason is because of the anti-Hollywood agenda versus actually looking at Andy Signore's in his case. But that's just me. That guy's an ambulance-chasing piece of shit. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think a lot more people need to be fucking hit with these type of lawsuits, including TMZ. I think you need to remind you the fact that they really confuse free speech for I get to say what I want in society. You really don't, though.
And what I will also say is that's all a lie. It's almost like they have just sent a call, like they're getting too close and just said, I don't care what you write. I don't care if it's complete fiction, make it believable. Say her husband beats her, say her, like it's coming after my husband. They're coming after me.
Oh no, Candace. It's not like this happens regardless. They've been doing that for like years. Ever since you got married, they came after your fucking husband because of the things that you do. After what you've done, you really want to call foul and cry like a little bitch that you're getting shit on? Fuck you. You got what you deserved. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, you have no right to cry. You've done to other people. You were willing to fucking let the narrative that Erica Kirk might have had something to do with her husband's demise run out and run wild. And I don't want to hear nothing from you about that shit. And the thing is, you can't say Tim Pool's wrong. Yeah, you can talk about the security thing all you fucking want. Whatever. But I don't know. And even then, how did you like prove that he was like he's contradicting his statement? You could still probably have light security, Candace, but also use the same company that Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk used. Doesn't mean that you guys use the same layouts or same planning. So you didn't even prove that he was contradictory of his own statement. But whatever.
And they're making stuff up. I have never employed the same security team as Charlie Kirk, ever. We went our separate ways early. Actually, there was it's obviously been publicized before he had Schaefer Security, and Schaefer Security, which was run by Greg Schaefer, who has issued a public statement. They had Dan Flood and Brian Harpool working for them initially. I told Charlie I did not like the security apparatus. I got my own security separate from Charlie from the very beginning. Okay, that's a fact. It just is a fact. There's no way to undo that fact. Trying to do this strategy of you're going to get sued is just threatening somebody. If there was any
Candace, because you probably should be sued right now for what you did. You're deflecting. She's deflecting. And using Tim Pool to do that will not take away from the fact that your own audience knows you're full of shit. And that's all the time I have for today, because I think I've done enough on this for a part one. Oh, we're going to have some fucking fun over this shit, actually. What a dumb bitch. And you know what the worst part about it is? It's not like I'm sitting here taking pride in the fact that this happened, because I think this is ridiculous. I don't think we should be having these conversations right now. I think this entire thing is ridiculous. But it's good to see people get reminded of the things that you say. You need to come with facts, and you just can't go out grifting off of people's corpses. And I will say, so Andy Signore, I will cover this, but Andy Signore, I don't feel one bit sorry for. He has been a piece of shit for a while. I'm not going to go into the allegations of the sex pest nonsense. I will not go into that. We have gone into that for years. I think it's been laid to rest for me. I don't know. But what I will say is what's real and transparent is Andy Signore is an opportunist who will use people's tragedies, their pain, their suffering, and will go off of anything and will write anything for a quick buck. And to be honest, I don't feel bad for him. He has had no fucking morals, has no standards. He has no anything, really. He's just a piece of shit. And the fact that he's kind of getting hit in court is kind of funny. I don't take too much joy in it. I just will not feel bad. I don't take joy in these type of things because I'm not that type of person it's just beneath me to do that. But I am going to cover it, and I'm going to if I make some views off of it to laugh at him a little bit, sure I will. But am I going to go off of victory? No. Because I need to look into that case to make sure I have my bases covered. And for all we know, maybe it sets a bad precedent. And if it does, that sucks. Even if it's at the expense of Andy Signore. But I'm not going to personally feel bad for Andy Signore. You're an ambulance chasing TMZ wannabe piece of shit. Personally, you probably should have got hit with a fucking lawsuit a long time ago. But hey, good luck, homie. Whatever happened to Steph, by the way? You know what? I don't care. Fuck that bitch. Y'all be good. I'm going to come back tonight. You know what? We'll do part 2 of Candace tomorrow. Tonight, I might want to look into Andy. Andy, I have to look into. That shit's funny. All right, y'all be good. Candace, good luck with that lawsuit, honey. Or good luck with dodging that lawsuit. That's what you're doing, tip-tattling around. Good luck with the tap dancing, sweetheart. All those tap dancing lessons paid off, girl. Them tap dancing shoes are uncomfortable, I heard. Good luck.